completely mad?
No, you're insane.
Hello and welcome to the Madhouse, episode 70. I'm Ultimate Spy 53, the host of this podcast, and joining me this week for this episode, I have...
Hi, I'm Chakky. I'm a weeb.
Oh. Yeah. I'm Steve, also known as Steve Kovoc, and I'm here. I'm alive.
I exist.
Yeah, I exist.
Hi, I'm Lucas.
Hi.
I also exist, believe it or not.
Oh wow, you do? I thought you were non-existent.
Yeah, sorry, I was pretending to be part of your guys' imagination this time, but no, it's perfect.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, you're right. All of you guys' imagination. I don't actually exist.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Okay, last person.
SpongeBob. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yo! Or should I say, hello there. Oh, I'm Kaylee too.
Okay, so some fucking awesome news just announced. So basically, this is something that's been happening a lot, and people wondering when it's gonna happen. I think during episode 31 we talked about the idea if it could happen, but now Lucasfilm, the company behind Star Wars, has officially announced that an Obi-Wan movie will happen. Obi-Wan Kenobi movie will happen. And there was even a interview with Jimmy Kimmel. He said, Ewan McGregor's like, yeah, if they want me, I love to do it. I'd be happy to come back. It's like, yeah, it's basically, come back, please.
I am so excited for this.
Yes.
You might even say that my excitement has reached the high ground.
You, Steve, we're just excited.
Yes. So apparently it's being released sometime in 2020, like after the last episode of the current trilogy. I don't know what it's gonna be about. I assume, based off of what Ewan McGregor has said, he wants it to take place in between, episode 3 and 4, like his time between the episode, watching Luke or whatever. I don't know what he's gonna do, but
4, 5, and 6.
yeah.
Well, I haven't seen Star Wars since I was
Holy
like
shit.
10.
I think you'll love it. There is lightsabers. There is fucking bad guys. There's fucking General Grievous, who is a motherfucking droid-looking fucking guy.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yes. You like it.
4 lightsabers, for God's sake, okay?
The last time I heard this many bucks
There.
in one sentence, I was watching ABGM.
Oh, it's not my
Okay. But yeah, I honestly, I will say this one thing. I might be the only one who actually loved the prequels. I liked them. I grew up on them, and they were the best part of Star Wars. I mean, that was the first. They were actually the first thing I saw, and
I like the original trilogy
yes.
better. EU and Legends are bomb.
And honestly, Obi-Wan Kenobi was the best part of that entire trilogy. He made the best part of that.
Obi-Wan was great in the prequels.
Yes, he was. Especially his evolution. Because I remember when I did my first episode of Reviewed, and I talked about how it was an origin story for Obi-Wan Kenobi, how he became from a Padawan to a knight to a master, although in the movie he is referred to as a master, even though the Lego sets, he's a knight in the second one. But it's crazy how he's evolved and become the most popular character.
I kind of feel Anakin in the prequels.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed too if I was on a council of fucking Jedi Masters and I myself was wrong.
I don't like that.
You know what? I would have been fine okay with that.
And I get down.
What?
But you know what? I feel.
Yeah, but still.
I feel nuts with pockets.
I think.
To appreciate why Anakin lost the battle on Mustafar. It was
Yeah.
all like the sand did it to him.
Yeah.
High ground. Hey.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, it's rough, and irritating, it gets everywhere.
And he was like,
I don't like sons.
It's coarse and rough and irritating and gets everywhere. But not here. Here it's nice and smooth.
You know, for the record, I can kind of see some problems with sand. I'm just saying, you know, it does kind of get everywhere and it's super short and shit.
like,
When it's warm, it feels great.
Right?
It can't feel really good. They can just get into my shoes and get in my
Dude,
fucking...
who wears shoes at a beach?
Even if I wear flip-flops.
You're correctly.
It just gets really weird.
But yeah,
People it just gets all.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is. Oh, God.
Aside from that,
General Grievous like Sand. You know, think about this. Think about this for
Yeah.
a second. I just realized General Grievous is constructed, right? He's like a fucking droid.
Yeah.
But he's got the blood of a Jedi Master. I don't remember his name, but it was a two-parter. But anyway, would he like sand? The sand, would it get into him and like fuck his systems up or something? Or be cool with it? This
I
is
guess.
interesting. I hope that we see him in this movie because that might actually be a cool thing to consider.
Hmm.
So you're saying Anakin is a fucking cyborg?
No. Well, he does become Darth Vader, but no.
He's a droid.
And irritating. Anakin's everywhere.
Different.
Anyway, point is Obi-Wan is getting his own movie finally. Why didn't Lucasfilm announce this earlier? It's like, when are we gonna get a movie? And it's like, Ewan McGregor's like, yeah, I do it. It's like,
Solo movie.
yeah, I mean that's a thing, but like I what I like about Lucasfilm is the fact that what they're doing with their movies is they're having their trilogy, and then they're having their other standalone movies. They're having a Boba Fett movie, they're having a Yoda movie, which I don't know what's gonna happen, and then finally a Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. I'm really excited to see what he's been up to because we haven't seen him in, well, by the time the movie actually comes out, it'll have been 15 years, I think. Yeah, 15 years since we last saw him, which is insane. But honestly, I can't see a movie like this without Ewan McGregor because I just can't see him. I refuse to see a movie without him in it. Obi-Wan Kenobi is the best part of that franchise. He's awesome.
I agree.
Obi-Wan
Yes.
Obi-Wan is like the like aside from Jimmy, Obi-Wan was the
What?
It was cool, but this, okay, and this is something I've just been kind of stewing over for the past few days and realized, you know, if there's this theory that I saw that suggests that the Sith might not actually be all that bad.
Yeah. For what?
I've always been the Jedi type. Like, now that I'm thinking that, now that I've watched that theory, I'm starting to, like, wonder, might I actually be a gray Jedi?
What?
Or might I actually... Yes, gray Jedi? Oh, dude. They're like one of the... For all of us who don't really know what the hell I'm talking about here.
Or listeners
I'm
in this
not
case.
entirely opposed to the idea that you wouldn't... The Jedi and the Sith are the opposing... Now,
Yep.
Now, in Star Wars, there's this thing called the Force.
Yeah.
Side and there's the dark side. At least according to the Jedi and the Sith. The Jedi are the light side, and the Sith are the
Yep.
dark. There's this other area. There's these guys, these Force-sensitive individuals, which are people who can use the Force that exist outside the Jedi or Sith order, and they're called Gray Jedi. They've turned away from both sides in order to serve to protect the balance.
Interesting.
So look at the Jedi code, and then you look at the Sith code. You know, there's some contrasts there, but there's this by Super Callan brothers that suggests that the Sith might actually Jedi. So after watching their theory on that video, shout out to the Super Callan brothers, by the way, they're awesome.
Cool.
They are.
After that, I kind of starting to consider what was going on. I might have to. So there's my take on that. Now, I kind of want to talk about Anakin for a second. Anakin, if you guys will remember that scene where Yoda, Obi-Wan, and
Yes.
non-corrupted, non-Darth Vader Anakin, right before he died, redeemed Anakin, their Force ghosts are there.
Yes. Actually, you bring up a good point, and I'm kind of confused about that scene. When we see Anakin at the end of episode 6, he's wearing like different colored robes. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, when the Force Ghost appears, he has different colored robes. What's up with that?
I'm talking about. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, a little piece of lore for you. Force ghosts are okay. So there's this thing. The Force is an energy, right?
Yeah.
Well,
You
and
know.
now I want to go back here. Now people are confusing the Force and midichlorians, which are
Not the
these
same.
inside people's bodies that let them use the Force. Which the midichlorians are not the Force. The Force is an energy. The midichlorian count.
A biological life form living in you. Yep.
Otherwise, you can't use it. So, I just thought I'd clear that up. Midichlorians are the things
Basically,
that allow you to
without
think about
midichlorians,
stuff.
life could not exist according to Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah.
There-
But episode 1, that's what he says.
Qui-Gon Jinn, buddy, you know a thing, but let me learn you a thing.
I know enough about Star Wars.
It kind of makes, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes, it is kind of confusing, but, you know, what about the Jedi really isn't? Like, I mean, are you, like...
This is technically a Obi-Wan podcast, so should we start talking about Obi-Wan more? Because it's his movie you're talking about?
We can... I think this is going to Obi-Wan. 1 second.
Yeah, because this is the point. I mean, we go off topic a lot in this show, but we try to get back on topic a little bit. We're talking about Obi-Wan, right? I know, and it's fine we go off topic a little bit, but can we try to go back to Obi-Wan, because that was the focus of this conversation.
Okay, so Obi-Wan movie.
Yes.
You know what I really want to see is just how Obi-Wan actually, no, I mean, I already kind of know, because
Qui-Gon, what?
I can never pronounce this that guy.
Qui-Gon! There's no key in there, come on.
God damn, there's a Q in there.
It's Qui-Gon, not Q-Gon.
I'm just gonna go with Master Gon, because...
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna go with Master Jin here. Master Jin, because
oh my
I can't
god.
pronounce this fucking guy's name. Master Jin.
Wow.
Master Jin, he, now, if you remember correctly, from that one episode, I think The Empire Strikes Back,
yes.
you'll remember that Luke was,
Episode 5, yes.
told by Obi-Wan's Force Ghost, right?
Yep.
To go and find Yoda, the master that trained him. Now,
yeah,
why
Jedi Master that constructed
they say
me.
Yoda and not Master Jin? Because Master Jin... Master Jin should have been the person that he said.
Actually, that's an interesting theory as why we haven't seen a Qui-Gon Jinn ghost before, aside from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, should I explain what a Force Ghost is again?
If Chakky here does not know what that is, then you may want to explain that to her.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so Force Ghost. I was getting into this. The Force is an energy. Now, there's this thing called the Living Force that some Jedi are able to learn. Now, you have to be selected to learn it, but basically, it's where the whole there is no death, there is the Force thing from the code comes into play, because the Force, this thing right here, if you learn it, you can actually evade death in a sense, and become a Force Ghost, and have your consciousness, you can have your consciousness stay with the Force while your body is dead.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a funky thing. You'd have to go on Wikipedia to actually learn more about all of this, but that's basically what it is.
Yep.
Anyways, Obi-Wan, his Force Ghost, told Luke to go find Yoda. Why not Master Jin at that point? Oh, wait,
I don't know.
But wouldn't Master Jin have been dead?
It's an interesting theory, because like he says, I mean, Yoda didn't actually instruct him, because he said in episode 5 he says the Jedi Master who constructed me, but yet Yoda didn't actually train Obi-Wan. Qui-Gon did, right? It's really weird. I never thought about that.
I really hope they explained that part in the movie.
Yeah.
Because I was really confused about that.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know about
Yoda.
But in
Because Master Jin was the dude.
Yeah.
Master Jin spent part of
Go ahead.
training him. Why did he not get the feather? It's kind of confusing, and I hope they address that, because that was kind of something I want to know.
Yep.
Well, in Legends, Yoda was the one to teach Obi-Wan how to do the Force Ghost thing.
In Legends?
Right.
What?
Yeah, but then Master Jin was the guy who basically trained him how to do most everything else. So why was the Force Ghost thing taking precedent over that? Why did Yoda, just because of that one thing, get Obi-Wan credit? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. It should have been Master Jin.
That's true.
Master Jin, as a Force Ghost,
haven't thought about that way.
Probably have trained Luke instead of Yoda, although I guess it kind of worked out either way. But, you know, if we were gonna do if we were really trying to find the one who trained Obi-Wan, it would have been Master Jin.
Well, think about it this way. Because episode 5 was in 1980, and the prequel trilogy hadn't even happened yet. So how would they know that Qui-Gon Jinn was even a Jedi in like a character? How would they know? That's the original trilogy we're talking about. Qui-Gon Jinn wasn't introduced until the prequels, or at least episode 1.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. So they wouldn't have planned it yet.
So I guess that canonical error though.
Yeah.
They need to like iron that out in this movie.
Yeah. And actually, it's kind of funny how this news broke, because on Facebook there was a post by the Star Wars page. It was like, I think it was like a leaked poster for the Obi-Wan movie. It said "High Ground: A Star Wars Story."
Oh my god, I love that. I sincerely hope that either that or Hello There becomes the actual.
Hello there, a Star Wars story.
Fucking sweet.
Hello there.
It's too late, Anakin. I have the high ground. I mean, he had, honestly, Obi-Wan has some of the best lines in the entire trilogy. You got
It's
so uncivilized.
High ground.
Hello there. You know.
Sorry.
Wait, so the title of the movie should be Obi-Wan, the High Ground Begins, or something.
Or hello there, a Star Wars story. Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Star Wars story. Kenobi, a Star Wars story. Or High Ground, a Star Wars story. So who's gonna have the subtitle, a Star Wars story?
Sure, that would be the best fucking title ever.
That's shirts?
I hope it's High Ground.
Huh. I can't hear Chakky for some reason. Her mic's muted.
Oh shit, I accidentally muted myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Can't hear what you're saying. Anyway.
I hope it's the High Ground, because that would be the best fucking title for this.
Actually, I think they made a trailer for, before this news was announced. They actually made a trailer for the potential Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, and it was actually taken footage from like a religious movie that happened to have Ewan McGregor in it. I don't know what it was, but he had the beard. I don't know what it was. I don't really give a shit, but point is, it looked interesting, and in the fact that that Ewan McGregor will most likely come back, because he literally said in the last, I think there was like a episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live where he said, yeah, I'd be happy to come back if they wanted me to. Literally, he said that. His words were, "I'd be happy to come back," which is awesome, because he's the only one who can do it. It's kind of like Johnny Depp can only do Jack Sparrow, or Robert Downey Jr. can only do Iron Man.
Did he play young Obi-Wan, or did he play
young Obi-Wan. And I'll again explain that, but yeah.
Young Obi-Wan is fucking awesome.
It's basically it's like taking, you know, it's like only it's like saying only Johnny Depp can do Jack Sparrow and only Robert Downey Jr. can do Iron Man. And it's the same thing. Only Ewan McGregor can do Obi-Wan. It makes sense, because he was the best part of that trilogy. At least I liked him a lot in that trilogy.
Right? Young Obi-Wan was fucking awesome.
He had the best lines. Actually, there was a really funny moment in episode 3 where the actor Ewan McGregor, he actually had to close his mouth. Like, he had to put his hand on his beard, because he said that one of the worst lines of the trilogy was, I saw a security hologram of him killing youngins, and he had to hide the smirk of him chuckling by doing this. He's like, I saw a security hologram of him. It was like he's like, I'm about to say a really terrible line. Okay, I might as well hide my face.
Is this the thing where they saw him kill all the little fucking kids?
Yeah, and then the actor is like, oh my god, here's a bad line I have to say. I might as well have my smirk. And then it made it into the movie. The final cut, that was the scene. But it just proves how awesome he is as an actor, and I couldn't see him. Yeah, I couldn't see him being another character. He is gonna be awesome in that movie. What was that?
Now, okay, back to younglings.
Oh, yeah.
When you become a Jedi,
Yeah.
There's
Ranks.
There's like this whole initiation.
Yeah, ranks. You got Padawan, you got Jedi Knight, you got Master, and Grandmaster.
Master. Oh.
Yeah, so if you don't.
Calls Obi-Wan Master all the time.
Yeah, but
Just like Johnny Master.
it's weird, but yeah.
And now every time I watch one of them, I'm just like, oh. Anakin's is really interesting stuff.
See,
But yeah,
there's this theory going around that this is about not Obi, but the next Kenobi. There's a theory on the Facebook page of the post called Just Jedi Memes.
yeah.
And it says that one youngling that Anakin, before he ended up going on his little fucking murder spree, that youngling called him Master Skywalker. Now, there's a theory going around that youngling is none other than Snoke from The Force Awakens.
The big Jedi hologram guy.
really?
Yeah.
But the ghost-looking guy, the really scary guy.
In episode 7.
Yeah, there's a theory going around that and him, that youngling and he are one and the same.
Huh.
I'm kind of subscribed to it because they do look kind of similar.
Interesting. But more on Obi-Wan. What do you want to see from this
Okay,
movie?
Yeah, Obi-Wan.
What all do you want to see?
Yeah, for this movie. Like, it's like, there's so much hype right now, it's just unreal.
It's only 3 years away. You can't really be all excited about it. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
But Obi-Wan.
Yes. Do talk.
Yes!
Obi-Wan!
That's it.
Yeah, on this episode of Madhouse, Obi-Wan.
On this episode of Madhouse, Obi-Wan.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just an hour of silence.
Not quite, no.
A moment of silence for the awesomeness of Obi-Wan. He's not dead or anything. We just want to give him a moment of silence because he deserves it.
Really liked him.
Yeah.
For like an hour of silence.
But I saw the interview where he was saying, I could see a story about Obi-Wan, even a trilogy could be a possibility, he said, where it would be his time between episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and episode 4, A New Hope, where he's looking after Luke or doing in that time, if he's getting old or whatever. But an entire trilogy could potentially happen.
Image in the chat.
A new trilogy.
Smoking hot.
Well, I mean, Anakin wasn't, Obi-Wan was not the only one that was smoking hot in that movie. Anakin was too, if you'll remember correctly.
Yeah, but yeah, what's really great about the idea of a movie like this is because Ewan McGregor played such a great version of Obi-Wan in the prequels. You know,
Right.
his tenure from going from a Padawan to just learning stuff, pretty good anyway, to this master and becoming one of the most popular characters in the entire Star Wars universe. And then, of course, in this idea of a movie or a trilogy.
That might have been the one good thing about those fucking prequels.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much they could do. They could, there's a lot they could do with a movie like this, or even a trilogy. They could have Ahsoka back. They could have young Luke even. What?
Ahsoka live action movie would be. I can't decide if that would be the coolest thing ever, or if that would just kind of ruin, like, because I can't picture her as anything other than a cartoon character.
Yeah. Well, there's been fan art about. I think there's actually fan art of like a live action version of Ahsoka alongside the Hayden Christensen version of Sith Anakin. Yeah, there was. If you search images, I think if you search images, you could search Ahsoka and Anakin.
Became a Jedi
Live
Knight.
action, you get it.
When
You get a
Anakin
picture of that.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Ahsoka, when Anakin became a Jedi Knight, Ahsoka was
Yeah.
his Padawan.
In Clone Wars,
He
yeah,
was
animated.
a Padawan when he got on the council.
Yeah.
And that was her.
Yep.
Things kind of had a falling out, though, after he turned to the dark side, though, so
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how that worked.
Although it's really interesting how the Clone Wars.
Don't say anything about
It's really interesting how different the Clone Wars version of Obi-Wan is compared to the one in the prequel trilogy. Because it's set in between episode 2 and 3, which is really interesting. But it's really the design of Obi-Wan in the TV show looks really good, and also he sounds very Obi-Wan. Like the guy who voiced him, he knows how to do an Obi-Wan voice. Like not exactly like Ewan McGregor, but like really does know how to do an Obi-Wan voice, and that's what I liked about it.
It's been a long time.
I haven't watched that show in a long time, but what I did remember, he did a really good job at Obi-Wan, voicing Obi-Wan. And honestly, I think there was even a time where during the show where Obi-Wan had a love interest of some type. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, some woman he liked or something. Something was a thing going on. I don't know really. I don't remember much of it. But yeah, what?
I need to rewatch Clone Wars.
Yeah. Clone Wars, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. But I still prefer the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan to anyone. I mean, I gotta say, one of the best lines from episode 2 for Obi-Wan was where it was during the bar scene where Obi-Wan is drinking with some guy, and he's like, hey, you want to buy some death sticks? And he's like, you don't want to sell me death sticks. And he's like, I want to sell you death sticks. And Obi-Wan's like, you want to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home and rethink my life. That was one of the best lines that Obi-Wan has ever said.
Obi-Wan is just the best.
He is. That's one of the reasons why. Is because he has these awesome lines. Like, you want to go home and rethink your life about smoking, basically, because that's what death sticks are in the Star Wars universe. Is they're cigarettes essentially. But yeah.
Hashtag totally our Jedi Master, Obi-Wan.
What?
Hell yeah.
What was that? About something about?
Hashtag totally our Jedi Master.
Oh yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, but do you remember that scene I'm talking about?
I don't think I have, but
Okay.
I wouldn't believe it. You know, Obi-Wan is fucking sassy.
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell you
agree.
fucking, the sass, I aspire to have the sass that Obi-Wan has, okay?
Everyone.
Like, teach me the way is a wise one, because I need that level of sass.
Yep.
I think everyone, just everyone.
I agree with you, and there's a lot they could do it with an Obi-Wan movie like this, and the fact that Lucasfilm right out said, yeah, we're doing it, I thought they would never do it, and the fact that the actor himself, who played the character at this point 12 years ago, said that, yeah, I'll do it, I will be happy to do it, that is awesome, because he's the only one who can do it. I couldn't see him any other role besides Obi-Wan, because that's what he did the best at. Despite the fact that some people didn't like the prequels all that much, I liked them, I loved them myself, because they were such a good part of it, but he did a good job. Despite the fact that maybe the actor didn't like the script all that much, but hey, it's Star Wars. You gotta like Star Wars, and he just did a really, really good job with portraying the character, and heck, even the battle between him and General Grievous was awesome. He's like, hello there, and then he's like, you know, fighting him, and it's like, that was awesome. But, yeah, I
hope they do a scene in the Mos Eisley Cantina, too.
That'd be really cool.
And, that reminds me,
Yep.
there's a place in California, in Hollywood,
Huh.
that is called Scum and Villainy, and it emulates that fucking cantina.
Oh my god, wow.
That's amazing.
Right? I know, right? And when I'm 21, I am so fucking going there. Because they love cosplay too.
Yeah.
So when the young goes, so fat, I feel like a fucking Jedi. That would be so fucking sweet.
What if you go to the droid? Are they gonna kick you out?
What?
Maybe if you're a Roger Dodger. I call those guys the Roger Dodgers. Because I used to think that they say Roger Dodger, but they say Roger.
Yep, pretty much.
Roger Dodger? Roger Dodger. No, that was terrible. No, let me try that again.
I always knew they said Roger.
Yeah, Roger.
But yeah, what do you guys think of this idea? Basically, my question is, what kind of plot do you want? What are you interested in seeing about the movie?
Backstory.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
You said backstory, right? Yeah, so, I mean,
Hold up, what the hell's going on?
I was just saying that to stop some I'm in the chat because they're not doing the recording. It's basically gonna make noise during the recording. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so I want to see some backstory, some character development, fucking details as fuck.
Yeah.
I love EU, I love the expanded universe, and I hope that Obi-Wan can more so be added into that. Because
Yes.
I feel like there's a single lack of that, primarily caused by a lack of Obi-Wan in that, okay?
Yes, I agree.
We need more Obi-Wan in the expanded universe.
Yeah, totally.
More Obi-Wan.
And Lucas, do you have a idea about what you want to see in this movie, plot-wise?
You know what I also want to see, just a quick note,
Yeah?
Leia's theme. I want them to play that fucking track in this
Ooh,
movie.
yes.
That was like the hands down best track, in my opinion, of any of the movies ever.
Yes.
I fucking love
I don't know. I don't really know how it goes.
Singing.
I don't know how it goes. I don't really. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So before I go to Lucas, I want to say that it's really interesting how this is going, because the fact that Ewan McGregor literally looks the same as he did back 12 years ago. He's one of those actors where he doesn't age, so he's perfect. He looks the same as he did back in episode 3. Yeah, Patrick Stewart does the same thing. Yeah. And the fact that he can do the character again. Some actors, they look the same as they did like 12 years ago or 10 plus years ago, and it's amazing how you can still use that actor after so long. It's amazing, and I really glad the fact that they might choose him. I hope they do. If Lucasfilm does not, I refuse to watch it. There's no point in watching a movie without Ewan McGregor. Especially if he said himself, I would do it. I'd be happy to do it. Then yes, they will do it. So anyway, Lucas, are you finished with your thoughts? Is that all?
What?
Is all you have to say for what you want to see it?
Well, I mean, I guess if I were to do like details and stuff, I'd really like to see something between episode 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cause okay. Besides Rogue One, because Rogue One kind of.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it, please. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting.
But yeah.
Dude, Rogue One is the best thing to happen to Star Wars since like Empire Strikes Back, and I love it.
Yeah.
You get that fucking backstory right there.
Yeah, more backstory. Like where he came from.
You know what you want to know? You want to know what the biggest plot holes of A New Hope was? Only showing Alderaan as it's blown up. Like, we didn't even get one fucking scene with fucking Alderaan.
Actually, the only time they ever showed Alderaan was in episode 3 at the very end. But
Right.
even then, that's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Original trilogy.
But they didn't show any of the people dying. They didn't put enough emotion into that scene, other than Leia's sad about it.
Have you speaking of Alderaan? Have you seen the Lego set? It's called Alderaan. It's literally just a pile of brown Legos. You see that? Literally, there must be a joke. It's like Alderaan. Oh, it's a bunch of rebel. It's a bunch of Legos. It's like, okay.
Oh my gosh, that's...
I was pretty much at Alderaan, but
Yeah, I know. But it's like, really, Star Wars? You don't pull that joke on us, really?
Alderaan for Alderaan reasons.
Oh. Okay. So Steve Kovoc person, what do you want in the Obi-Wan movie or trilogy in this if it actually happens? No. Obi-Wan. What do you want from this movie?
It'd be interesting to see how he develops, how he becomes, you know, how he is.
Well, it won't actually be.
depending on how he got that fucking awesome hair.
Yeah, but it'll most likely be set between episode 3 and 4. That's the plan. That's probably what's gonna happen. Especially what the actor had said he wanted that to happen. So yeah, you think about hair?
Hair. Have you seen his fucking beard and goatee motif?
Oh yeah.
That shit is
Oh, you mean where like how his beard went from big and his hair went from big to like episode 3. Well, Jedi have to shave,
Into that big hair in the first place. Like, what's its secret? Damn.
He had to shave. It grew. His hair grew. He decided to cut his hair and his beard. That happens. I mean, heck, it's.
Super Saiyan, that's what happened.
I don't know. I think it had been like 5 years since episode 2 came out, or in terms of timeline. I don't know. But Jedi are allowed to shave, right? I don't know how they do it, but.
Well, I would kind of assume so, except the Padawans with their braids.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But it makes you question, like, how do Jedi's bathe? Did they cut their hair? Did they brush their teeth? Did they take care of themselves? Did they do hygiene?
I ask myself every day, and you know what? Here's my answer.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
But how?
But here's the thing. They don't really tell exactly how it. Just assume that they do it the same way as
Maybe they use a lightsaber razor. They're like. Imagine that. But I mean that explains why Obi-Wan has less beard in the third one and less hair.
Yeah.
And obviously he grows hair in the second one. That's why he has more hair. And then of course he's like, "Oh, I'm not a Padawan. I don't need this braid."
In the Clone Wars was awesome too. Like.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I agree with that. And he's like all armored and stuff. Although, if you've seen The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you know a lightsaber can actually cut bread. So that's one way to do it. He's like, so you can get a lightsaber razor if you wanted to.
No fucking way.
Yeah, just get a razor and go. It's one way to do it.
I've gotta go and read that rest of that fucking. I have the Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide. I have the Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is full of Star Wars references because it is one big Star Wars reference right there. That movie.
See that now. I need to read it because that's fucking cool.
So I want to ask you, what was your favorite moment from episode 3 for Obi-Wan?
Mine?
Yeah.
Let's see. Favorite moment? I don't really have one, but
Okay.
if I had to pick, it would either be that hello there moment or sorry, I'm trying to pick the jar. Go figure. Either that or it would be a fight scene with Obi-Wan because
Yes.
fucking lightsaber. Okay, there's 7 lightsaber forms of combat, right?
Yeah.
He is a freaking awesome lightsaber duelist.
He's like.
I think he uses form 2 or 3. I don't remember which one it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only officially, but
Yeah.
Ace Windu was a thing. And
Yeah, I
he did
agree.
a thing.
Yeah. And honestly, for me, it was both of the epic fight between Anakin and himself, and also the fight between General Grievous and himself, because that was when he said hello there, and he also had the hood. What was the hood for? Why did he need a hood?
Oh yeah.
Why do you need a hood on?
They
Like,
made that into a meme.
it's like,
An Irish version of that.
why do you need a hood? It's not raining. You just don't look cool or something. I don't know. It's like, I look cool with a hood on.
Ha! Yes! I got the pickle jar open.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why he did that, but yeah, Lucas, what do you think your favorite Obi-Wan moment will be in the prequels?
I like the death scene.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That was what I'm talking about earlier. That was funny.
I also really like the part in the beginning of episode 3 when they're trying to land the captured ship after they rescue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
So many lines, so many great lines.
I love that one.
We are still flying half a ship. Well, hold on, we're smarter than this. That was
I feel like Obi-Wan is me though. Like
Yeah.
I would be the positive Pollyanna and all of that.
But it's also interesting because the actor, Ewan McGregor, the actor is actually Scottish, and he did a great British accent. Like, he did it just right. He did. I'm really excited for the idea of that happening again.
British accent though.
And he could look exactly the same as he did in episode 3, except maybe a little older. But still, there's endless possibilities about what this movie could be about.
Right?
Don't let Anakin. I have the high ground.
So, Steve, what do you say
My power.
Steve, what do you think your favorite moment of Obi-Wan was in the prequels?
That one right there.
Steven,
What?
do you think your favorite moment for the prequels is? For Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan would come out of but I don't know. He is a good guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
The high ground moment, duh.
Oh, obviously. So, Anakin, I have the high ground. I hate you.
Underestimate my power.
Your new empire. Anakin, the Palpatine is evil.
From my point of view, Anakin was such a little bitch.
Yeah.
In that scene. Like he was just literally arguing at that point, going back and forth.
Yeah, I know.
Now that I think about it, it was almost fucking
It's like I think it's like you were destined to destroy this and not join them. I mean, he's got some great lines. He's like, "Oh, I'll cut your legs off. Oh, your lightsaber is mine. Okay, goodbye. I'll take this and I'll give it to your son." He'll eat it.
Yeah, no big deal. Just I killed 30 younglings.
It's like
with it,
you probably wanted to have this when you're old enough. I hate you. It's like, okay, Anakin, I'll just give this to your son. I feel like he hated me. And then of course you come to episode 4. It's like, I'm an old man now. I can fight like this. And then of course he's anyway. But that's I mean, I don't know. Like, Alec Guinness is a good Obi-Wan, but I still prefer Ewan McGregor because he's the best. I mean, the interesting thing about episode 4, and it was actually when they did episode 1 also, with kind of like comparing the actors, is the fact that Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor look so similar for some reason. Their acting was similar. They just looked similar. Yeah, and that's what made Obi-Wan. That's what made Ewan McGregor so great as Obi-Wan, and the fact not just the lines. Some of the lines weren't the best according to some critics, but honestly, he had some funny lines. He had some great lines like "Hello there," "So uncivilized," "I have the high ground." I think "I have the high ground" is one of the best lines he's ever said.
Right.
Because it's a meme now. It's been a meme for a while.
A line from the prequels is good when it becomes a fucking meme, like 10 years later.
Yes, exactly. And who knows what the meme will be in the Obi-Wan movie? I mean, the idea that it could possibly be a trilogy of Obi-Wan movies would be awesome. And
right,
it's gonna star Ewan McGregor. You can count on it, because especially if the actor himself actually said to an interviewer that he'd be happy to do it, then the only fear we have is Lucasfilm, please, when you are ready to begin production of the movie, call Ewan McGregor. Just call him.
Please, Lucasfilm, do this. Give us this guy.
Yeah, because it's like, oh yeah, we're calling, we're gonna, like, it's like, especially if the actor had said specifically that he'd be happy to do it, especially after he's been 12 years since he's done it and he looks the same, then this is the perfect opportunity for Lucasfilm to call him and hire him and have him do it again, because he looks the same, which is a good advantage. If an actor looks the same as they did 12 years ago, or more in this case, that's a good thing, because that means your character can still return to the big screen, and that's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good thing to have. It's really also exciting because, especially since he was the best part of that trilogy, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with this movie because there's so much they can do. There's so many stories they can pull from the I think comics if they ever have any. I don't know what any Obi-Wan stories that they've pulled, but the most likely one that I can think of is a story set between episode 3 and 4 about what the fuck he was doing during that time. We don't want a movie where he's just like sitting there and be like, oh, there goes Luke being a moron, or if they even cast a young Luke. I mean, the one thing that I've been hearing about, what they don't want is people don't want to see a young Luke because, I mean, would that be such a bad thing if they cast a young Luke to be in the Obi-Wan movie? Seriously, I mean, it would be a little interesting. I would totally see that. I'm not against it, but
Yeah.
if they actually cast a young Skywalker in the Obi-Wan movie, that would be actually really fun. Especially the timeline of the movie. Because of the fact that they're making.
Anakin Skywalker, that would be pretty
Yeah,
freaking
because
awesome.
of the fact that they're making so many little standalone movies that happened, like they're on like, you know, before certain episodes and after certain episodes. This movie would be perfect, and it's gonna be perfect. That's why it's such a good movie. It's such a good idea because of what characters they could use. They could use a young Anakin, or sorry, young Luke Skywalker. I don't know any of the other characters that were in episode 4 that are significant to the movie. If they need to do any more, they can. But anybody that need to. Obi-Wan, obviously, because he's important, but they gotta have him do something. They can't just have him be in his little, you know, shack watching over Luke. He's gotta actually have a story. He's gotta actually have a purpose. And I think if they do that,
No.
they do it right.
There's Obi-Wan. By the time Luke, well, see, because it's Obi-Wan around. Obi-Wan is around when Luke is, though, correct? It's not young Obi-Wan, though. It's old Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Older Obi-Wan.
It'd be like the time before he comes. Basically, I remember the actor saying that it's like the time before he becomes Al Guinness. So like, I had like 40. I think it was like 40 years. Something that they could use of story they could use between the time that he gives Aunt Beru the baby Luke and the time the episode 4 actually starts. That's a lot of years. Like 40 years. I think is that actually how long it was? I think it was like 40 years between episode 3 and 4. If you count the, you know.
That. Luke was pretty young at the beginning.
I can't remember. Something like that. But that's what he said.
I it was like 19 or 20 at the beginning of.
Yeah. So maybe it's just 20 years. I don't know. I can't exactly remember what he said, but you could do a lot. You could have him on a mission. You could just see him training Luke. Obviously. Well, you didn't really train. You can't really train Luke, but do something. Something. Yeah, there's plenty you can do with that, but the question is, what are they gonna do? I mean, none of us know. I mean, the movie isn't gonna set till sometime in 2020, 3 years from now. So there's a lot you can do, limitless opportunities, and who knows what they'll do. But I'm imagining it'll be pretty fun. However, I will say my idea of a young Luke Skywalker would be pretty cool. Honestly, it would. And if they even brought back the actors who played young Owen and Beru. If they brought those actors back, the one who played that role in episode 3, that would be also pretty interesting. I mean, they don't have to, but hey, it would be fun, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. Any other ideas for what sorry, I can't talk today. Any other ideas that you can think of that we would love to see in this movie?
More Obi-Wan Stark.
Like any characters you'd love to see, anything you wanted to see more of that was like, you know, at the end of episode 3, it's like, what? Yeah? More of what?
Okay, so the cantina, Mos Eisley is the city, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Tatooine. Yeah. Yeah, Mos Eisley is the cantina.
We didn't really get much of a scene with that.
Yeah. You mean more of the Mos Eisley? Well, no. It wouldn't really work because if what you're talking about is if you can't do really a Mos Eisley scene because I read about apparently Obi-Wan hadn't met Han yet, or they haven't gotten to that, so they can't really do that. I couldn't see because it wouldn't make sense, like, timeline-wise.
Well, I mean, Obi-Wan could have gone there prior, you know, not met, like, Han or anything, but, like, he knew at least a little bit about Mos Eisley.
That's true. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity, especially if he's hiding out. He's the last Jedi, aside from Yoda. I mean, at that point, no one had even known that Yoda was still alive. But he's the last actual human-like Jedi. Well, I don't know what species he is, but human Jedi that existed.
Warning, guys.
What was that?
5-minute warning, guys.
Oh, okay. All right. We're actually pretty much gonna wrap up here. Well, pretty soon here. But anyway, last minute thoughts about this movie. Any more you'd like to see? What they could do, obviously no one can beat Ewan McGregor because they're gonna cast him. Obviously, it's so clear right now. It's in plain sight right now. They're gonna cast him. If they don't,
And it's advantage. You might say even give them the high ground.
really?
I have the high ground.
They're gonna. They can
No, I
probably put
don't know
that joke.
Actually, is what that phrase means.
I don't know. I mean, it's a joke, but it's still pretty crazy. But yeah. I don't know what he'll be doing in the episode, or no, not episode. I don't know what he'll do in the movie. And if they do a trilogy, I don't know what all they can do in the trilogy. It will be interesting. I'm excited for it, and the fact that they finally announced it, I've been waiting for this for months, and it's gonna be awesome. In 2020, 3 years away. We can't really speculate much about it, but what we can know is that it's obvious what's gonna be about based off what he said already. And I still like the idea of having a young Anakin, there's 12 Skywalkers, a young Luke. I can still see it. We could cast a young Luke Skywalker. That would be really, really interesting.
It should just be like a cameo appearance, not like a major character or anything.
I could see that. Like maybe just a small role, like having him maybe 10 minutes of the movie, maybe.
What the hell is that?
It's a me.
Oh my God! Really? Wow! Good job. Anyway,
Yeah, what is this picture of? I don't know what I'm looking at.
oh,
I think you're looking at Palpatine.
yeah, Palpatine. Anyway, so basically, all I can say is it'll be quite a while until this movie actually releases.
Palpatine. Oh, God.
It's gonna be 2020, which is 3 years from now. I don't know when, but I'm hyped as ever.
Ordered all the Jedi killed.
Yeah. And I will say one thing about the prequels that made it great, and that's the fact that despite the acting, I still love the fact that he did a great job. He did best his performance, and I think he's gonna do a great job in this movie. It's gonna be awesome.
Right.
And the fact that it wasn't until last year, or even the press event, that they actually unveiled the idea of Star Wars story. Like, we wouldn't have even gotten Rogue One if it hadn't been for Lucasfilm saying, okay, we're doing movies that happen to that had to do with, like, you know, their own little stories inside the universe of Star Wars, which is really awesome. I mean,
Hype indeed.
yes, without Lucasfilm saying that announcement, we wouldn't even get this movie. And when it does release, it's gonna be awesome. And I'm just excited for it. I'm genuinely excited for it. This is the first movie that I'm really, really excited for. Aside from a lot of movies, but this is the most, like, this is the first Star Wars movie that I'm really, really excited for. Last Jedi will be good, but it won't have people on it, but this is awesome. It's gonna be so fun. Anyway, anything else you have? Any more thoughts you have from this movie announcement?
I think this movie has the high ground.
that pun again, or meme.
Perfect.
I think we need to go
Right?
forward with it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Jesus.
How about you, Chakky? Do you have any idea? Yeah, or do you have any thoughts? Anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Star Wars is cool, I guess.
You guess.
Obi-Wan Kenobi Movie, I guess that's cool.
Yeah, research it. I think you'll like it a lot. Really.
Here's the problem.
I really think you'll like it a lot.
I don't care.
That's okay. That's honestly okay, really.
And,
What the hell is that?
Anyway,
I do
is there anything else? Because I think we can end here unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
real quick.
Yeah.
If you have not played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic,
I am on it.
it.
I am on it. I've taken a break
It's so
from
good.
since July.
You won't
It's
regret
so hard though. I keep dying in this one section.
I've not played it myself, but the soundtracks,
Oh, yeah.
soundtracks, dear God.
It's awesome, but I'm stuck on it. That's why I haven't played it in a while, because I'm stuck on it. But anyway, yeah, I get what you're saying. That's a good. It's a fun game. So is that all you have?
Now, crap.
Is that all you guys have?
I think so.
Kaylee, anything?
Yep, that's good.
Steve? Okay. All right. That'll do it for this Obi-Wan episode of the announcement for the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie 2020.
Obi-Wan.
Yes. Hashtag Obi-Wan. Hashtag Star Wars.
Hashtag Star Wars.
Yeah, sure.
Hashtag I have the high ground.
Even though I don't really care about Twitter, really.
Be with you.
Anyway, yeah. What he said. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. It really is appreciated. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to Steve Kovoc and also Chakky. Their links will be in the description as always. You can click to your left and right to go to last episode and the week before that if you missed those. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos and other content, and also my gaming channel, Ultimate Gaming, link will be in the description. And we'll be back next time for another episode. Alright, bye-bye!
Celebrations.
Bye!